Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today we are in the Gallant. You guys can see I do pretty well in it, especially Tier 5. That's a pretty decent XP number. That being said, guys, in this match, you're going to see we're up against a good division. So my thought process was play smart, right? Be smart. Don't lose all my health right at the beginning. If you guys don't know, there is a division from ODC on the other side. A solid group of players, obviously. And we're gonna push up. We spawn middle. I actually want to stay middle. I want to hunt this division. Is what I want to do, and you're gonna see that's what I want to go at. But you do have to be smart. So if you guys didn't see, I do run double detection on Gallant. Being able to out detect people is a pretty big thing. And it depends on the ship and the style. But I back and forth between double detection, inspirations, and sims, right? Sometimes I feel like sims is better. Sometimes I feel like double detection is better. It all just depends, really. That being said, we are going to push up. We were in the middle, but we clearly see that the destroyer is heading over towards the A cap, right? And I want to hunt this guy from Odessa down. Obviously, they're good players. I got to get him out of the match early, and I'm thinking I have a war because we know his teammate in the hood is going to shoot at us when we get spotted. So I'm trying to be very careful here. We're going to drop some torpedoes. We're located. He knows where we are. And you can see their hood is actually moving out too. So I kind of have an idea what's going on here. I'll be honest, I actually am going to be a little bit wrong on this. But you can see DeGrasse is pushing up. That is actually a problem for us, being that there is obviously a good division and a DeGrasse that's not playing scared all the way up at the beginning of the map. However, we did spot him to let in. Our battleship does know he, is going to be there, and he's rounding A. Now, I can't stay right here in case, obviously, the DeGrasse pushes, because we're just going to be asking for trouble to fighting 3 ships like that. Now, that being said, we do have a cruiser up on the map, and I want to continue to spot for him. And there is a York pushing in. All right. So this is the thing, guys. If you're in a division, I'm not saying I kill every division I face. I don't. I do pretty much go 50-50 or a little better with them, which is crazy. And I'm talking about good divisions, not just bad ones. And the reason that's impressive is to take a division on head on every time and go 50-50. Is pretty darn good, and it's being smart like this is the thing, right? They have cruisers pushing up. I don't want to go right after them right off the bat, right? That being said, I'm really surprised he isn't hunting me down. As you can see, we're not located anymore, so I'm wondering what just happened. And we're going to try to make his entire team pay because he isn't pushing us, right? That Odessa guy. You guys want to see a magic trick? Yeah, that's a York, and that's not a York anymore. That's a submarine now. That being said, I see that hood is way over there. I let my team know, hey, it's really what we should be focusing on. And then I realized that Odessa guy just completely ran from us. So I start to push up. Our teammate got the cap in the cruiser, and I am thinking, okay, well, let's maul his entire team and make him come to us. All right. So now I'm still trying to save health because I'm thinking I got to battle them ODC guys. I always say Odessa, but I think it's meant to be ODC. I'm not good with the fleet names in here, obviously. No names in general. So we throw torps out at the Japanese battleship. We're going to try to make everything pay now. We dev struck the York, and I don't know if the guy quits or whatever happens here. And I don't remember what ship it was, but we throw torps out on him. Yeah, I think he decided to quit. And we dev strike Fuso. So in the meantime, them guys, that division's over on the other side of the map. And to our team's credit, they're holding it down, right? Like they're in the cruiser and the battleship that are over there, doing a good job, right? And also, I think we had a Leander take out the DeGrasse, so stuff is going pretty well for us very early on, and we're playing smart. Now, this Geo part, I feel bad for our teammate destroyer that is over there because you forget at these lower tiers, particularly battleship players, but just sometimes they're not ideal. I am trying to get their attention to say, hey, maybe shoot that guy. I realize they're not. So after getting this B cap, we have all the caps. I need to go hunt down Geopard. Now, I'm trying to be smart at this point because I am thinking them guys are coming over towards me from the A cap, the ODC guys, right? So I am trying to conserve health. I am letting our battleships know that they should shoot this guy. Clearly our destroyer tried to, and kudos to that destroyer for trying. Geopard's pretty good destroyer. These battleship players over here in C. Like, I get it. It's low tier. I know. But this is really frustrating. When you spot a guy for a half an hour and you out-detect him by a mile, right? There's one shot that comes in. I'll give some credit there, but we're going to go ahead. Obviously, one guy isn't going to have the best shot on him now. And we're out-spotting this guy by a mile, which is normally a nice thing because you can just let your teammates help you. That's why I'm not shooting my guns. I'm kind of waiting until I get help. But then I'm like, screw it. Let's just go. Let's make this guy see where we are and come at us, right? We'll take this battle to our front. And I want to get rid of him before this is a problem. I was hoping to make him turn into our torps. He's actually not going to. He's actually going to do a good job. Or he's going to actually charge into us. And it's Geopard, right? This thing can be very strong in the right player's hands, so you want to be careful. We're going to turn out a little bit here for a minute, wondering how fast he's going to catch us. And then at the other side of the map, I noticed that the Blyleski not trying to hunt me down. Again, super surprised by this. Normally, when I get divisions coming up against me, as you can see, he's got about 8,000 health, we got about 12,000. And you see our DPM isn't going to be fantastic here. It's not going to be awful. We're going to do our best to win this fight. But normally when I go up against divisions, they do try to hunt me down. And that's what makes it fun for me. I've had some really good battles with some really good fleets out there. And being a solo player to, I think, do as well as I do against divisions, I'm pretty happy with. But when you let me free roam in a destroyer, it's not ideal. So we do lose about 5,000 health, and we take about 10 off of him or so, in putting it into a good position. But I think that I was really surprised this whole time. I thought I was going to have to go to war. Turns out we didn't have to. They just let me wreck the entire team. So that being said, a tier 5 solid game in the Gallant. It's on sale this week. I feel like it's a very underrated ship at the tier, but you guys can see also it was a bureau match. That's the only reason I was playing tier 5, but almost 3K at tier 5. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time, folks.